Anime fans, One Piece fans, what is good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And today we are going to be talking about whether or not Trafalgar Law will perform the eternal youth surgery in the series. So, as we all know, the user of the Ope Ope no Mi is able to perform a surgery that gives somebody else eternal youth in exchange for the user's life. So there are a lot of theories floating around that Law will actually use this surgery, because why else would the surgery have been revealed or put into the story? Why would the surgery be implemented into the story if it has not already been used, or if it's not going to be used? So one of the big theories is that back in Impel Down, Luffy lost 10 years of lifespan, so people were saying maybe Law will perform the surgery on Luffy and Luffy will regain those 10 years and more. I do not believe this will happen, because that is not something that is in time with what we know of Luffy's character. Luffy is more the type of character to die young and shake the world rather than live long, and especially not forever. That's just not something Luffy himself would want, just his character, that's not something he would want. He would not want eternal life. He's all about the adventure, and eternal life takes adventure out of things after a while, you know what I mean? That's just not something Luffy's character goes with or melds with, and I don't think Oda would thrust that upon him. So I do not believe that Law would ever use the surgery on Luffy. But even so, will Law use the surgery on anyone in the series? Will he sacrifice his own life to give somebody else eternal life? I do not believe so, because I don't think there's anybody Law would do that for other than Luffy, because Law is his own pirate, he's his own captain, he kinda serves himself, he doesn't really serve anybody else. I mean, he doesn't serve Luffy either, but you could see how they might get a friendship so close that Law would be willing to do that, but I don't think, as I said, he's gonna do that for Luffy, so I don't think there's anybody else he would even be open to doing it for, even though there could be the possibility that Law gets kidnapped by the world government or by a powerful pirate and is forced to do that on them. In exchange for his life, he might be forced to do the surgery, but that is the only way I would see Law doing the surgery on anybody, if he was captured and forced to. That could definitely be a thing if, like, Blackbeard captured Law and made Law do the eternal life surgery on him, because that is something that is in time with Blackbeard's character. Blackbeard is the type of character who would definitely welcome and enjoy eternal youth, so I could definitely see Blackbeard capturing Law and forcing him to do the surgery on him, but other than that, I don't really see Law doing the surgery on anybody else. But that's an interesting thought, Blackbeard capturing Law and forcing him to do the eternal youth surgery on him, don't you think? But if Law does not use the surgery in this manner, or he doesn't use the surgery on anyone at all in the story, that brings to mind the question, why was the surgery revealed to us? Why was it implemented into the story? I believe it has something to do with the Void Century, because just the way Oda has painted and crafted the lore of this fruit, it's just something ancient, like the national treasure in Mary Joie. That is definitely something ancient, and since it has something to do with the Ope Ope no Mi, you know that the Ope Ope no Mi has ancient roots which are probably tied into the Void Century. And even the fact about the legendary doctor in the past who had the Ope Ope no Mi, the fact that he was a legend from the past just gives you vibes of ancientness and of age, and just almost a legend of sorts. It could be something like the Ope Ope no Mi was used on Imsama, and Imsama is truly from the Void Century and somebody powerful of that old era, and the Ope Ope no Mi was used on them to keep them young forever so they could rule the world from the shadows forever. It could be something like having something to do with Joy Boy in the One Piece. The possibilities are limitless, but I believe that the Ope Ope no Mi has strong roots in the Void Century. I know a lot of us believe that. I honestly don't think that Law will perform the surgery on anybody in the story. It just doesn't really fit his character or any of the potential people he would use it on's character, except for maybe Blackbeard, but Law would have to be forced to perform the surgery on Blackbeard, and I'm not even sure how you could force Law to perform the surgery. I don't know what threat would be enough for him to do the surgery on an evil person or somebody he doesn't like, so I don't really believe he's going to be performing the surgery on anybody in the story. I believe that the surgery was probably introduced because of reasons in the past, not the future. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment down below whether or not you think Law will use the surgery on anybody we know or even don't know in the future of the story, or whether you think that the fruit is just for the past and just for the Void Century and just for things we have yet to learn about the ancient history of the One Piece world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content. I will see you in the next video.